Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's its next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Is Bitcoin ready to break down and head all the way down to like a crazy target, right? And is Ethereum, which has broken its all-time high, going to break down even further or take us to new all-time highs? We're going to find out, right, in today's episode. And it's going to be a scary, bumpy ride for the next little while. So take a seat, relax, right? Enjoy the show, right? I know things are don't look so good, right? Even though we're closer to highs than we are to the lows, right? And Bitcoin and Ethereum have broken some key points, right? As I've shown in the last few charts. But we're gonna do some more analysis, and we're gonna see where the price is gonna take us. Gotta accept what the market's telling us, and we have to trade with caution. Remember to only trade with 5% of whatever you deposit in any particular exchange, right? Because anything can happen in any particular trade. So that make sure that you do not get wrecked. All right. With that said, right. Remember, right? This is not financial advice. This is only trading entertainment. And make sure you do your own research right before you enter any money into the market. Well, let's get into the charts, because man, I'm a little nervous right here, because now with Bitcoin breaking this huge support trend line, it is not looking good. If we go down to the shorter time frames, right? It looks like we're trying to get some sort of momentum going, to get back into this trend line. Failing that, this thing could basically unravel very, very fast and very quickly. I've been looking at this morning, and man, it's not so good. Well, we could say for sure that if whoops, hang on a second. I'm going to get rid of the that marker there. Hang on a second. If Bitcoin breaks down below this level right here, we can see this could be turned into a waterfall move further down to 30,000, and then further down, right? Basically, we can see that there's lots of M's here, a lot of M's here, right? That you don't want to complete. First off, right, this M, right, even though it's like slightly higher on this side here, this is not looking so good. Breakdown of that to 1 second from here. Oops. Let me get rid of the magnet. All right, from here down to here. Right, if we break down, it's going to break down further below this level here, and we're probably going to bounce a little bit and then continue our way down, because, right, as you can see, there's a bigger M right here that we create from here all the way to here, right? Right. So once we do that one, then we got another one, and so we could end up somewhere in below like the 20,000. I don't think that's gonna happen, right? Most likely, we're gonna just complete this horde. There's a head and shoulders pattern right around here that we've actually broken here already, effectively. And let's see here. It's right about here to here, right? As you can see, here's one shoulder, here's the head, here's another shoulder, right? And and then we've broken down through this head and shoulders pattern, and effectively things are not looking good. Not looking good. If this continues, we don't break above, we have to break above this level here to really negate this possibility of a breakdown. It's 37.9, 38,000 basically. To negate a possibility of breakdown, of course, at this point in time, that would break the top side of the symmetrical triangle. So I have to say, if you're in any longs, you're going to have to exit those positions at this point in time. It's just a hope and a prayer at this point. Yeah, if we get back up, if we start to slide above this, just below this trend line, that's not a positive sign. That's just allowing you to get out. And then probably most likely we're just going to roll over and we're probably just going to slide along here, roll over, and die. There is a possibility that we do break above here, right? But you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait for that. If you have any longs, you might want to wait to reset them at above the 38,000 before you continue. Before we try to take any kind of long. That's the only thing I can see for us to survive this coming tragic. Looks like Bitcoin's going into like a bearish stance for a little while before we actually go higher, which is good for the alts. It's just great for the alts, man. I mean, I swear to God, this the dominance chart is going to be like absolutely off the chain, right? We're going to see this thing like just slide down so rapidly in the next 2 months. It's going to be like, whoa, what just happened to alts, right? So that means you'll be able to, get it to half and a double. So every negative thing that possibly can happen, right? Remember, there is a positive flip side. So although this is a little dark, right? A lot of people are invested in Bitcoin. It looks a little dark, right? We could say that, hey, you know what? This could mean a positive outcome in the long run for alts, and then you could definitely see some money back, especially if you've got your altcoin portfolio is all set up, especially with the little old lady strategy. Alrighty, let's head over to Ethereum and see what we see there. Ethereum, oh my goodness, it's retesting the breakout level, right? Things are not looking good. If you have a trade in this right at the breakout and you haven't like stopped to break even, you need to exit, especially since it's not. Let's go down to a smaller time frame, see if there's anything to help you here. Not really. Well, there is, let's see here. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. Auto fit. Yeah, we've broken down from this M, those M's, yes, broken down. This thing's try to reclaim it on the 13 EMA, nothing. We are seeing this thing trying to reclaim its position, but it's struggling here. It's struggling, and don't know if we can make it. So with that said, let me see if there's any kind of like indication, because remember on the Crypto show we did this and we said, hey, if this thing breaks, it's gonna break hard and fall down, and yeah, that's exactly what it did over and over again. So if we break higher, we're gonna go higher, of course, and if we broke lower, we're gonna go down. And we did that, and we did exactly that. And let's see here. Well, what's the target here? Well, the target is all the way back to this. We already hit the target, actually, right back to the key level, entry level. So we've got to bounce here, and in a short amount of time, let me just go back to the hourly. Right, and we are not bouncing. So let's see, is this is another M here, which completes approximately, let's just see where that completes. Right here, from here to there. Oh, that's not the greatest lines here. Let me just make that bigger. There we go. Change the color. There we go. Oof, this is not good. Get rid of the magnet. There we go. Oops. Did I hit the right? Oh yeah, I hit the wrong one. There we go. Let me just go line. Right, and here we go. There we go. Get rid of that. And then, of course, somewhere around here is where the breakdown is, and you can see that we could break down as far as, woof, yeah, as that level here. Wow, unbelievable. Sad as it is, right? Ethereum is breaking down. I can't believe this, man. Wow. Okay, with that said, let's see if there's how much further down it could possibly go once we get down to the $1,200 level is where it looks like it wants to head to. Let's just clean these up and then head to the 4 hour. Right, and let me go to my other chart here. No, it's never a good sign to have see your assets. It's never good to have assets could break down. It's always good to have it pump up, right? You know what I mean? It's never fun to watch things go down, but you can always make money whether it's going up or whether it's going down. It's not as fun, right, when it's going down. Right? It's a lot more fun when it's going up. But, we have to accept what the market does and go from there. With this breakdown coming so fast and so heavy, we can see that a failure here, we can go to the fib levels, right? We can see that a 61.8 is most likely the target at this breakdown. Once we break this level here, this approximate what's it called, the breakout level of the $12,051 level, and we break that target. This is the 38 point, which is also close to the 38.2. You can see that this could break into a fall all the way down to the 61.8 before we actually see some sort of return to normalcy. We've gotten to all-time highs. We expected that the all-time high would cause some sort of Ethereum to break down at this level, but that's what just happened. We had a nice pump, and now we're getting the dump. So let's just see how far this thing goes. I really think that the 61.8 will hold, right? And we'll trade from there. Okay, let's go on to, before we I don't have any news articles for today. I did have them, but since Bitcoin and Ethereum looked really dull, I didn't want to go into any news today. Anyways, if you want to join this live stream, this is recorded live, right? You can do so by purchasing the Dj15 tokens, or be a part of the live stream by purchasing Pandora's wallet. It gives you access to my Telegram group where we do the live streams, and Also, this sale is going to be ending at the end of this week, so make sure you participate for the end of the week. All right, so if you want to trade all of this, right, remember you could trade it on Femex, right, by typing in femex.dj15.com or buyingit.dj15.com. Let's go take a look at the dominance and see how the dominance is going to, where it's going to break down to, right? Since, you know, that is the exact direction of these two assets. So both Ethereum, Bitcoin's dominance is going to break down heavily at this point. We've already broken through the resistance level, right? As I've said, and this, if Bitcoin breaks down further, this is going to like probably a waterfall slide heavily, and we're going to see this thing. You can see it already, right? There's all kinds of M's transpiring on the dominance, giving alts. The alt season is here for sure in February. Like I've said, right? I remember people were saying, February, that's a long time away from now. That's huge. I mean, you can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Oh my goodness. Well, now it's here. We are here, and look at that. We have broken down. Look, we've broken down after this. Look at that. The M pattern has broken, and let's see where this thing's leading, right? Because this is great. This is great for my alt portfolio, right? Which is more, which I'm heavily invested in, of course. Not as much as, of course, in Bitcoin, but still heavily invested in alts. And yeah, look at that. We're heading all the way back down to the 61, probably breaking this level here, which is very also a key level, and then causing it to further cascade down. We're probably going to bounce another one. Probably bounce around here, and then that's it. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, because then we have a bigger M, especially if we bounce off of here, we create another M. And let me just draw that out for you guys, right? Some excitement. I know I came alive, right? Because you know, watching something go down is never fun, but watching something, except for the dominance, right? Because it means that, you know what, alts are gonna pump heavy, right? So we're gonna probably bounce here. And alts, right? Remember, if alts bounce heavy, right, they are going to outperform Bitcoin. You know, you're going to see a 10x in Bitcoins. We're gonna, in the alts, you're going to see alts 10x priced in Bitcoin. I want you to get that through your head. I want you to understand the concept. Bitcoin's going higher. Bitcoin's going to 100,000 at the minimum. Well over that, probably in the next year or in the next year. And you're going to be cashing into your alt into Bitcoin. Think about that. Okay. All right. With that said, we're going to see it bounce up here, and then that's it. Once it breaks back, right? And once we do, right, we created another M, a bigger M, right? Hang on. Let me just delete that. Right. Connect this here, right here. Delete this. Delete that. And then let's create a line from here to here, right? And if it does something like that, you could see that the dominance will break down all the way down to 50%. Right, and create, probably even touch this lower this trend line, this trend line before it actually bounces again. yeah, that's huge. Yeah, Bitcoin, right, might get crushed, right? It might be the alts turn to the alts fight back, right? Basically, but this is all speculation, right? We have to wait and see how it all actually plays out in the next little while. But again, this is looking really good. Alt season is here, period. We've broken and we've called I'm calling alt season. We might bounce a little bit off of here, but that's okay. And then retest this trend line. Not this trend line, but this the support line level. But that's okay. Alt season is here to stay, and then boom, we're gonna see an explosive move, right? Because it's time. It's time for the alts. It is that time. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. It was a little bit doomy, and gloomy in the very beginning, right? That's just the way it is, right? Nobody likes a falling market, but eventually it will turn around. And we'll see Bitcoin and Ethereum pump to all new highs and even go even higher. That's a given for sure. So if you have your Ethereum, if you have your Bitcoin, just hang on. Don't worry. Just hold strong and hodl along. You will get rewarded. And just remember, Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.